Yeah, man. What's going on, you guys? This is the Grownassmentoyz podcast. I mean, it's the most bumping, jumping, trunk pumping podcast you ever seen.
Oh, wait. Trump pump.
Yeah. Like them 17s in the back just kicking your trunk out.
Oh, Trump. Oh, okay. Trump. You said Trump. I thought you said Trump. I was like, hey, what was gonna start banning us right now? And shit. Hey, keep it on the low, bro. Damn.
Not in the house.
Not in the house.
Yo, I am one of your hosts, the real comrade.
Collect 425.
Of course, I'm your boy Marvelous Shots.
And this is the Grownassmentoyz podcast, man. We have a whole lot of memorable moments here, good times, and we like to bring on people that you wouldn't normally see talking on podcasts.
Yes, sir.
Make a whole movie out of it. So while we here, go ahead and sub, like, comment, all that good stuff that come with it. Share with your friends, cousins, parents, auntie, all that good stuff. How y'all feeling today?
Good, man. Good, bro. I'm excited for today's show.
Yeah.
I saw what he did his drop.
Okay.
I was looking behind him and shit. No Diddy. And hey, I caught it. Hey, I did it right, didn't it? Hey.
Almost caught you slipping.
Listen, cause y'all, listen. You gotta be on point with y'all.
Hey, collector, we got him sharp now. Now he ain't square no more. We got him sharp.
Yeah,
sharper than a butter knife.
I was looking behind him, no Diddy, and I saw all the shit he had. I was like, oh man,
yes, sir.
And then what's crazy, right? It's like I'm even more excited because it's stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people they collect shit, which is dope, but it's stuff that you don't know about, whatever.
Right.
So you have to try to find out about that while you're on the live. But this, it's like, so I'm excited for that. Pump for that. Another Sunday. Tomorrow's the regular work week. Y'all know how it is. Sunday is the mellow day. We go ahead and mellow on out and get prepared for Tuesday. Well, Monday. How about you, Collector?
Man, this Sunday is nice and relaxed. I was doing some organizing, some cleaning.
You lying. I saw you on the game all day. You lying.
Listen.
You lying. I saw you on the game all day. You lying.
Nah, he's lying, bro. He's lying. Marvelous brought me back into the gaming life. It's his fault.
Man, come on.
I try to stay away, bro. But it's his fault, bro. It's his fault. Well, anyway, I'm excited for this guest. Just the fact that he does this amazing custom stuff that he does. Right. And we also met him at Legion Con. Hell of a cool dude. And he loves his stuff, man. He loves collecting. I'm excited because I know we be about to see some hot shit, some new shit that not everyone is doing right now.
Yeah, hey, Conrad, real quick. Saturday? No, I'm like Friday night at 11 o'clock. Whenever he get on the game, my phone goes off and tells me. I'm sitting there getting my hair braided. He popped up. He popped right there. I text him, get off that damn game. He said, bro, you worse than a damn feds.
Yo, this dude is like my zaddy or something. Like, get off the phone, go to bed. Like, bro, what? Get off the game, go to bed. I'm like, bro.
He's
Monster Hunter Wild, bro.
It's 2 in the morning, bro. Get the
running that electric bill up like that.
That shit crazy.
Yo,
Marvelous is on the game too, though.
Yeah, like you never be knowing when y'all be on, so I never look for that type of stuff. But yeah. Yo, hey, but to your point, both of y'all, like this dude, he got some stuff, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna try and give him too much gas because he probably already feeling himself. But hey, I will tell you this though. Whenever I hit him on IG on a phone call and I need some tips, he come through, man. He'll chop it up with you. He'll pick up the phone call and give you some whatever it was. I think he was working on a Black Panther. And I saw what he did, and I was asking him how to do one myself. This before I had a Dark Wolf, and it looked very similar. And so he was very, very humble, and he wanted to give tips to help people do what he does. So, you're not gonna see nothing like this on any other shows. We had some big customizers on here, but this is gonna be one for the books. We have on none other than One Oak Customs.
What up?
Yo.
Yeah,
What's up,
Come on, fellas.
How you
What's
doing?
Thank you for having me on.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us, bro. We know you're a busy man. It's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's for real.
Yeah.
So thank you for carving out a little bit of time for three little old us. You know what I'm saying?
No. I appreciate y'all, fellas. I mean, just coming out or even being on here is my pleasure, and I appreciate you guys reaching out to me and having me on your show.
There we go. It's all love. It's all love.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yo, so you're in the game. You've been in the game for a minute. I'm not gonna do the thing where I ask you what your name means and all that stuff. We're just gonna get right to it.
It's marvelous shout.
I'm killing like 4 questions right now.
Yeah.
But when you started to do these customs, how did you know that you were kind of like different from everybody else that is out here doing it? Like, what made you notice that what you was doing was different?
Well, I mean, if I go back, let me just give you a little bit. I didn't really collect a lot of toys. Like I collected like Gundams. That was my thing, right? Doing and making those and painting it up. And I was cool with that. And then a buddy of mine was like, yo, you want to come over and play board games? I was like, yo, bro, I don't play board games. He was like, yo, just come through. So I went through and he had this game called Descent and he had all these little miniatures on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, why is it just red, tan, and black? And he was like, well, you have to paint them. I was like, paint them. I was like, yo, let me get a couple of those. Let me paint them for you, see what I can do. I went to the store, got some apple barrel paint. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, acrylic is acrylic. Come to find out that ain't true. I painted them, turned out really well. I was like, okay, cool. I could do this. If I could do it in this small scale, I could do it however. So I went online and the first thing I did was like, hey, custom action figures. And the first person that came up was Pounds that came up. Big old Spider-Man. And once I saw his stuff, I was like, yo, if he could do it, I could do that shit. And I just watched all of his videos on how he does things, how to take things apart. And then from there, I just took off. And again, you said, what does my name mean? One Oak is one of a kind. That's the whole point of that.
Dope.
It's a generic question, so I ain't really want to do that.
Hold on, bro. Stop. That's my question, bro. Hey.
Because I'm on hella people's shows, and it would be retarded to like, hey, what does that mean?
Come on, bro. Damn, I be asking them people. Come on, I asked that.
So do I.
Well, it was kind of a play on words because I used to do woodworking. So I have like my third car garage was my woodworking shop, and that's how I got extra money, on the side. Like me and my wife, we have 3 kids, and like we're both in the military. But I mean, when we got together, we were just staff sergeants, so we didn't make a lot of money. Right. So I was like, yo, let me drop some cash into doing woodworking, and I started building tables and chairs and frames. And it got to a point where it was just a business, and I couldn't stand it. Where at one point I felt at peace doing it. And then it became a job, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. But that's how I came up with One Oak, because wood, but I was like one of a kind. But it transitioned over to action figures, and I went from there. And why I do this, man, I just love toys, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was young, my parents aren't from this country. They're both from Germany and the Philippines. They moved here and raised me here in the United States, and they didn't have a lot of money. So like I would get like a Power Ranger once a year or something like that, or one Transformer. But my parents did whatever they could to get me what I had. But I mean, I didn't have a lot. And now that I'm at the age and I got the money, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna spend the money that I want on what I want.
I hear that.
Yeah. And you know what though? It's amazing that you say now that you're grown and now that you're an adult, you have your own money. You can buy what you want. You can buy the things that you missed as a child.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what we all doing, to be honest with you.
Yes.
It's like because we wasn't like rich or privileged neither. So we all had to, scrape for shit like that. So our parents did. And you were blessed to have whatever you had at that time. But now that you're older, you make your own money, you make your own moves. You're like, you know what? I'm finna make up for bro. There you go. Hey, listen. Shit, we all do it. We all do it.
Yeah, right. and like I said, like as I got older and I started seeing the toys, I was like, yo, I saw at the time, Hasbro, not Hasbro's, before Hasbro Toy Biz had their toys out, and I was like, yeah, this shit is garbage. I'm not gonna play. I mean, it has to look nice for me to catch on. But nowadays with the action figures they have, man, it's on a whole nother level. The things that we're paying, I get it. We went from $19 to $25, or if it goes up just a little bit. But you gotta understand, these toys that we have now, go back 5 years, don't even touch what we're getting right now. Right. The technology that has come up, the pinless, all that shit is so much better. But to go back to your question, from what I've always wanted to do was make things that nobody else has, and that's just because I just want it to be unique, and so people could see it, and then I teach people how to do it or give them the parts that they need to do it. At this time, kind of at a cost, you know what I'm saying? Because my time is precious with my kids, you know, starting to move out. You know, I got my son just turned 18 and my oldest. And, you know, so I try to do as much as I can in a small time frame. I'm in the military, so I work at 7 o'clock every morning. So I go to bed at night at 1:30, 2 o'clock every night because I'm out here grinding and trying to get something new out, or, you know, I have these orders I'm sending out. But I mean, it's the sleep is a sacrifice, right? But yeah, I always want to do something different. But an example is this right here, which, you know, I did this before Hasbro did. But the one thing I want to tell you is the one thing Hasbro didn't do was give him actual Tims that he's supposed to have on.
There you go.
You see this? I saw the action figure. I was like, I have never seen a pair of Tims with the black bottom on them.
Nah.
And this right here, this is why. Like,
and I
things
know
like
Tims.
this.
I'm from New York, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, them real Tims for real.
Yeah, but
he made the brown part and everything.
Oh yeah.
The little
thick, bro.
There we go. And you just made this win.
This one I made like probably 8-9 months ago. I posted one up there, and then I just stopped, and I started getting into other things. That's
a G.I. Joe?
No, this is the Killmonger body.
Let me ask you this. So that's like, I'm not into the Marvel Legends world too heavy, but that's before the Marvel Legends one just came out, right? Like
that one literally is dropping right now, and I made this probably like 6, 7, 8, maybe a year ago now.
It looked like the same thing, bro.
Listen, I was finna say this. I wouldn't be surprised, and nobody's going to admit this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hasbro and all, they be looking on this shit.
Yeah,
they look and they get ideas from people, bro.
And I'm fine with that, as long as they pick the right people to give them their ideas. I don't want shit. You know what I'm saying? They get some bum ass dude. Now, I don't mean anybody's bum, but you know what I mean? Like, why would I want that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they still giving you this old body, you know what I'm saying? Like, and selling it for like $100. Like, yo, why do I want this? You know, this is old shit.
We call that 3-pack body. That's the body I always limited situation.
For sure.
So you mentioned 978 Customs, right? And I saw you doing some amazing Venomverse figures. I don't know if you completed it yet, or you still working on that.
I'm still working on it. So I actually just sent him my Captain America, Wolverine, and I haven't sent it out yet, but Doctor Strange that I'm working on. I sent him the sculpts that I made, because actually his whole Venomverse is the first thing I saw, which was the Black Panther, and that's what got me into the whole thing. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, man, I'm going to send you the whole set. Whatever I make, I'm just going to send to you, which I met him out in Boston a couple years ago, 2 years ago now. And I mean, we chopped it up. We had a good time. We chop it up all the time. So he's a good dude.
So you're going to send him some extra pieces, or the custom stuff that you did already?
Oh, no, I sent them the whole package that comes with it, which is the 2 different shields, the shoulder, the chest, the head, the belt, the waist, and the arms, so he can make his own.
Nice. Great. Okay. And I was trying to get to is that I bought 3 Venomverse figures from him. I bought the Venomverse Rocket, the Wolverine, and I bought the Mary J. Yeah, but that Wolverine does not look like your Wolverine.
Well, like I said, he did that 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So technology changed.
Yeah, I caught him when it's good, but I paid a lot, and I feel like I looked at yours like fuck. I'm about to hit him up and be like, yo, can you fix this shit? I'm gonna send you photos of it. I have to look for it.
I seen it. If it's the same one he had on YouTube, I watched the whole Wolverine set too. You know, like
for the whole. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna. Oh, you're good. You're good. Like I said, for the time that he had it, that was the only bodies he had, right? So at the time, you got your value at that moment. But now looking back, it's like, but he only did what he could do with what he had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he still was able to work with me. Yeah, so I got the Wolverine with the painted black face and the white hair. Like, yeah, it's true what you said. That they're using like the Juggernaut Wolverine.
Yes,
that was a long ass time ago, and that body was So yeah, so I got those three. Yeah, and now I seen yours. Like fuck, bro.
Damn.
So luckily, like for me, like this right here, I paid Hayden 3D to make this, and we bounced back and forth until I got what I was looking for. That was comic book accurate. And same thing with that Wolverine head. He sent me a head already, and I just manipulated it completely, which he was cool with, because what he had was like all crazy looking, and which it looks awesome. But I had to shrink it up and get rid of all the scarring and do all that stuff to make it look like the actual comic book. But I mean, his ideas that he had prior to, that's how I knew he would be the one, is because like he came up with this Agent Venom that he had.
Damn, wait.
And I just printed all the parts and put it together.
Yo, that now hold on. When was that one made?
He came up with this idea, I don't know, like 2-3 years ago. I even had a Venom body, which you could see on there, but I sold it at Legion's Con. Okay. I had the movie version.
Got you. Now Marvel Legends just came out with an Agent Venom.
Oh yeah,
that shit look way better.
Yeah,
this one right here looks better than the Marvel Legends.
Mm-hmm. There's a give and take, right? So this doesn't have, I lose all articulation in the stomach with this body. I mean, all the rest still work because I put this on the Black Panther body, the most recent one, right? The Vulcan body mold. Everything else moves, but I'm gonna throw this out there. Razone hit me up and was like, "Hey, what if we send you a bunch of our resin?" So they actually gave me their rubberized resin. I have like 3 bottles. I haven't touched it yet, but I'm going to use it on these. So then you could see if it manipulates. But I see how it is with the paint. So when I do paint it, does it crack? Does it move? Or does it just stay the way it is? Right. But yeah, I mean, they have some, like I said, there's so many good artists out there. It's ridiculous.
It's phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal.
I always say that. I always say, damn, customizers and people who make their own shit and they actually make good shit.
Yep.
You'll be surprised going through their room, like one of a kind, like you say, one of a kind. You wouldn't, nobody would have what you got.
What's that, Spider-Man?
No, so this is a Punisher, Venomized Punisher that was off of the same series as those ones. This is what he was rocking, right? Yeah. I found a jacket, and then I make t-shirts on the side as well, and I just use the
you do it all.
Yeah, so I don't. Okay, so let me go back real quick. Let me do this before we go a little further. I work on cars, so I could tear a motor apart, put it back together. I do t-shirts on the side. I do vinyl for cars, logos. I make logos. I do action figures, and I do woodworking. But that is just something my father taught me growing up. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to do everything so you could teach people or help people when the time is of need. And that's something he taught me. My dad's a hardcore Christian, you know what I'm saying? And he put a lot of that onto me, you know what I'm saying? And for me, like, having a father that was actually there to teach me those things, I'm very thankful for, because a lot of people don't have that, you know what I'm saying? And for God to bless me with the opportunity to have a father that actually cared for me and wanted me to succeed, which he really talks to me anyways anymore now because he's so busy, you know what I'm saying? But with him, he taught me how to do all this stuff. So as a young kid, he took me outside to work on cars. So we worked on a 1984 BMW straight 6 that we tore apart from the bottom and replaced a bunch of parts on it. And, that was my first learning experience. And then he told me to buy a car that was beat up and then we could work on it together. And we did, which was a 1993 Ford Probe GT.
Wow.
Which, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. That's the reason why you'll see I do a lot of things, is because I just think it's more simple if I do it myself, and it'll cost me less than to pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are like goddamn mad scientists, the way y'all just be tweaking little things here and there, and just the detail. I read the King in Black series. I remember a lot of these characters having venomized versions, and so I had no idea that Pounds did that. I was following Pounds a while ago before I got hacked, but I remember I don't think I'm following him now, but I remember they had these characters have venomized versions, and to see that you guys were working on it and that they look so great, that's nuts, man. And Hasbro's way behind on that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Are you going to complete the whole thing like the Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I'm working on Doctor Strange. It's upstairs. And then I have Black Panther that I already started molding. And then I'm doing the whole picture, the one shot they had of it, where they're all chilling by the car. Like, for example, this is my other Ghost Rider Venom that's coming out. That's part of that group. I mean, I already have my own, but he looked totally different in the comic books. So again, Hayden 3D, I hit him up. I was like, yo, make me this head real quick. I just don't have time. So he made this head for me. So then I'll finish this one up, and then I'll have that. And then it'll go to that car that's up there in that corner.
Sick.
Dang. I don't know how many Ghost Riders you made for that car and that bike, bro.
I've made 2 different versions of the car, and I made a shit ton of these bikes, bro. Like, I mean, cats 40... want them. What's that?
So you got 42 Ghost Riders, got 1 bike and 1 car.
Yeah. Yo, man, like, look, the reason, look, I'm not even, I'll tell you the truth. Like, I'm a Spider-Man, Iron Man fan. Those are like my 2 favorite. Ghost Rider is probably in my top 10, but not like my favorite. But I just love the way he looks. You know what I'm saying? His story is not like my favorite. Sorry, you know, I hope anybody doesn't get mad at that. But it's not like my favorite story. But just the idea of, you know, this dude, whatever he touches turns into this fired up item. You know, it could be a car, a bike, a dinosaur. Shit, he rides anything. A mammoth. It just catches on fire and looks cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, that's true.
That's fire, bro.
But yeah, back to this real quick. Like this right here, I was trying to figure out a way to make this gun, and it looks exactly like this. This was actually off the Funko Pop. I just cut it off the hand.
Wow.
No shit.
And then like the teeth are like toothpicks. And then, like I said, I bought this jacket and I did all the vinyl myself. I just went online and found the logo and I drew it out and then printed it and then heat transferred it on.
Wait a minute. So you said the belt is toothpicks?
Yeah, the things that are on here that look like teeth, like how his bullets are just toothpicks that I just cut and just painted white.
That's dope,
bro, how annoying was that to do?
Bro, my fingers were stuck like this. I was
yeah, bro.
It's like I felt like I was like moving, popping, and locking.
Throwing up gang signs and shit.
Yo,
yeah,
so
all sticky.
Well, no. So let me ask you, what is the and do you still have it? If you have it, what is your favorite custom that you've done that you won't even try to replicate because you know you won't get it the same way? You just like, yo, this is mine. It's not for sale. I love this thing.
Bro, that's pretty much all my customs. Don't get that wrong. I make them for myself to put on the shelf. I rarely sell any of my customs. It's very rare. I'll sell packages, and if I like you enough, I might give one to you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to sell unless it's like a mass-produced one, like that Captain America. I paid someone to make a kit, and you literally just throw it on there and paint it. That's easy. But if I'm molding and doing all stuff, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring them here. I'm going to show you 3 that I did a lot to that I actually really like, and then 1 that doesn't seem like it would be my favorite, but it is my favorite. So let me bring them real quick.
Cool. Damn, that room looked bigger when he went back there.
Probably might want to have jogged over there.
Yo, it looked like he shrunk.
It's perspective, bro. It's all about perspective.
Yo, I was like, it's not that big. Hey, yo, he went all over there. He shrunk like this.
All right, which I'm gonna give you a tour. Hey, listen, I usually do all my sanding outside, but since it's been wintertime, I've been doing it all in here. So there is dust all over everything.
Hey, check this out. You're not a real collector if your shit ain't dusty.
Yeah, bro, like I tried doing that. I tried keeping up with this shit. You know, when it was like, if it was like four of these ones when I first had it, I was like, too easy. This shit. I'm like, well,
and then it's black, so it really shows like
it's horrible. All right, I'm gonna go with my number 3, which I literally molded this whole thing off of the what is a body from not Eternals, the little green character, the little girl. So I made a Moon Girl off of it.
Oh,
that's Conrad's alley.
So I did like everything. Like all this is all molded. The backpack, the hair, the eyes, the gloves.
Out of that
boots,
body. Wow.
Out of that body.
Yeah, and that body was going for what, like $6 or some shit?
Oh yeah, I bought like 5 of them. I mean, I have a shit ton of bodies. Anytime I see them for like under $8, I usually buy them.
So you be at Ollie's on the daily, bro, just buying by.
Yo, they just open. Usually, my Ollie's is 25 minutes away. They're opening one like 5 minutes away now, so it's gonna be even better.
Now, my question for you for that custom: do you have the red dinosaur?
Yeah, it's right there. You see it?
Oh wow, yeah. I do.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me shrink for a second.
Got that red thing in the corner. No?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, here we go. Somebody fatality.
Yeah, that Crystal R. I don't even know what that character is. I just bought it so I could get the
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's the Hammond collection.
Yeah, the Target one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite figure of that year is this one, how articulated this thing is.
How you get the mouth like that?
Like what?
Don't you have to hold it down for it to stay open? The tail?
No. This is the Hammond collection. It's completely, it's like fully articulated. This is probably one of the coolest ones I've seen yet.
Yeah.
Like the eyes move and all that stuff. I bought, like, funny story was like I said, I go to Targets and all that stuff, and Target had the original ones, which this is it right here. They had them on sale. They're usually $59.99. They went on sale for $12, and I bought 3 of them.
$12?
$12 from $59.
Ever.
And I'm going to make a Spider-Man one out of this one, and then I got a Venomized one I'm going to make out of the other one. But like I said, the articulation on this thing is ridiculous.
You know what? I think I have that one too. Remember I had 2 of them?
Yeah, I don't have that. That's
I had 2. I bought that one, and I gave you the plastic one that I had.
But bro, $12, bro? Wow.
Yo, it was. Hey, listen, Target always has that going on, like where they have like all these figures that are like super cheap. Now, this one, I'm gonna show you my next one out of the 3. I decided to do the Symbiote 6. I don't know if you've seen my Symbiote 6.
Mm-hmm.
The whole purpose of, you'll see that here in a minute. The whole purpose of it was I wanted to get in the ZBrush on, making head sculpts and whatnot. So what I did was I took all 6 of them and I made all 6 head sculpts, and then I printed them out. Then I made the characters off of my head sculpts directly off of the comic book. So this is my Electro Venomized.
Oh God, damn, that's hard, bro.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, when these customizers do shit like this, their collection looks so different from everybody else's because they make their own shit. You ain't gonna find that in everybody's house.
Yeah, it's the attention to detail.
Love it.
That really.
I mean, if you ever look it up, the Symbiote 6, and you look at this, like his the full 6, like I just thought it was cool, like the whole design. And again, this turned out really nice.
It does, man.
But yellow, I hate yellow with a passion. This took me about 7 coats or 8 coats to even get it to look like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I mean, hey, my lines aren't bad.
No. Question: when you're doing the ball joints in between the hips and stuff like that, or when I guess in between underarms, you do all that too? You pop it apart?
I sand everything.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it. I mean, I got busted out by Symbiote Seeker. I don't know if you know who Symbiote Seeker is.
Yep, I do. Yeah.
I mean, he was like, we had a talk since then, and he's cool now. Me and him are cool, but he was on there like always saying like, yeah, it looks good, but all your joints are crap, type deal. Like, because he's known for him like not having any paint rub whatsoever, and it's fantastic. Don't get it wrong, but at that time I wasn't into it like that yet, right? And the big thing is it's only for my collection, so I don't care if there's a little paint rub. I go back and just grab a paint, just touch it up real quick, and put it right back after I pose it.
Right.
But I mean, I do all that as well. I do sand 95% of the time. I sand now. Back in the day, I did not. Now I do. But here, I'm gonna show you my favorite one, just because when I did it at the time, I tried a new technique. I used like 8 different figures, and I made it. And this is my anti-agent venom. Wow, anti-agent, whatever.
Oh.
Wow.
So this black that you see on here, the spider logo, this is all vinyl. I cut this out, printed it, and like heated it onto the body.
Okay.
So it's not painted.
It's not painted. That was the thing, right? It was something different that I've never done before, and I wanted to try it. And on this one, and this I did like 3 years ago, and it's still on here. And
So
you can see how.
What does Hasbro do? If you, in your opinion, what do they do to make their logos? Are they doing vinyl or are they painting?
It's painted directly on. They got the machines to do it. That's what they're doing.
It's like copy paste.
I don't know if I don't have one that's on me right here. That's theirs. That's all painted up. Oh yeah, here. Just like this body right here. Like, you have to like rub it off with no Diddy, right? Is that what you're saying? Remover, nail polish remover to take that off.
Coming for your ass.
Hey, check this out. So, quick question, really quick.
Yeah.
Hasbro see your shit. They see this tour somehow. They're like, "Yo, wait a minute. This guy's doing shit that we ain't did yet, and his shit look better than ours. Hey, we want to see you a blank check to stop making figures and stop doing that."
Stop.
Look, look. You know, I'm trying to be a better Christian in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I just tell them eat a dick.
There you go.
Damn, no amount of money?
Oh, sure.
Nah, man, like, listen, you know, that's another thing, right? Life is short, bro. Life is short. I'm already 40 years old, and, you know, my son's 18. I'm going to enjoy what I enjoy. I mean, if it takes money for me to enjoy life, I don't think I'm doing it right. This shit makes me happy. And I've been in the military. I'm a master sergeant. You know, well, I shouldn't, you know, I've been in for a long time. I've been in for 21 years.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I've been blessed with being in the military and being healthy enough to stay in the military. You know what I mean? And they've taken care of me, and this helped me throughout the years. You know, I mean, there's a lot of deployments in between there, getting away from my family for 6 months at a time, which I don't like, which I think is a young man's game. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent on that, but yeah, no amount of money, man. Like, I get it. Like, I've always thought to myself that if I'm going to make money, I have to earn it every time. It's never given to me.
But this is kind of, I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to sway you in any way, but this is you earning it. You worked so hard, and they like your work. They just like, yo, this guy's, if boom, we want to give you a blank check because you can put us out of business. That's the truth.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I dig it. I really do. But the thing is, at this point, I'm just trying to make stuff that I don't think they'll ever make.
Okay.
Like I don't think this is ever going to be made.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, me either.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me either.
Moon Girl possibly, right? I think that would possibly go. Yeah. I've already made like 12 or 13 things that they've already made in the last year or so. You know what I mean? But again, if they could make it and it looks as good or better than mine, I love it, and everyone could enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? During that time, I was doing it myself. I was like, cool, because this is filling a gap that I don't have.
Yeah.
And then when I do fill it and they get it, I buy it too. I'll buy 2 of them. Yeah. Like today, I had a dilemma, right? So I'm making that Spider-Man Ghost Rider, and it's basically the Last Stand Spider-Man. I made a custom, but I also have the actual figure. Should I use the actual figure or the custom? I was like, I'll keep my custom because I'll just use this one right here that they already made, so I don't have to rebuild it from scratch.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I don't like that Last Stand Spider-Man because it don't move in the torso.
Yeah, so I just took it apart just now, and I figured out it's just a long ball or a long peg that's inside there, and I just cut the inside and I bent it so it can move.
Can you show me?
Don't
break it apart, but
No. So like right in here, there's just a ball peg, but if you cut the front underneath this shit, let me take this off. If you take this right here and you cut all inside this little round part, you could move it to where now you can move it forward enough to where you could even see the back. Before it would literally not even move a little bit. Now it moves all the way this far and all the way there.
And what would be the purpose of them using a torso like that?
To go cheap, you know what I mean? They didn't want to break the jacket, right? It's more for the aesthetic than it is for the actual function. Right. Because if this was just sitting on your shelf, it looks clean, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to pose it, which nowadays I don't pose as much, but if I wanted to take photos of it, it won't do really well. Basically, I'm gonna be walking poses and shit like that. You wouldn't be doing anything else besides that,
I was just gonna say, when we come around and said, what's the purpose of them doing that? This is me being an asshole. The purpose of it is going to give you this version, and then 6 years from now, we're going to give you the one that we should have gave you. And now we're going to charge you a little bit more because you got articulation in it. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he just did for free on his, they're going to do it on the new one. Yeah. Go probably make the jacket a little brighter or some crazy shit. Mm-hmm. And now you got both versions. You got the one that don't move. You got the one that moves fully.
Yeah.
That's the purpose.
How do you walk? Oh, I'm waiting till you come back.
Oh, no, go ahead. I can hear you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, really quickly, we've been going 34 minutes. Let's take a quick break and let me let you guys know how you can get some exclusive Grownassmentoyz merchandise. See, we got the hoodies. Now, hey, we got the hoodies, we got shirts. We got everything, logos, all that shit is on there. So if you're interested in getting yourself some Grown Ass Men Toys merchandise, here's the steps to the video. Follow that, and we'll be right back in one moment.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Collector 425. 1/3 of Grown Ass Men Toys. If you guys don't already know, man, we got merch. Look at this. We outside. We got I'm a Collector. We got the Grown Ass Men Toys podcast. Man, if you guys want one of these cool ass shirts, hit us up. We got sizes medium, large, 2X. We might have a 3X. We got shirts, we got sweaters, we got merch. Hit us up, man. You guys know the slogan. We outside.
Boom, just like that. Hey, listen, so what we gonna do now, man, since we already 35 minutes in, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the Grown Ass Men Toys Toy Room Tour.
All right.
My toys, I like to play. Like to play with my toys, I like to play. Like to play with my toys, I like to play. Like to play with my toys, I like to play.
Boom.
The show is yours.
All right. Let me see. Does it need to stay sideways like this?
Yeah, it's better vertical. Yeah, like that.
Yep.
All right, let me see if this works. I got a little thing that I have on.
That's cool. Just make sure you get up on it like a young lady. You know what I'm saying? Let her know how you
Oh, yeah. All right, well, I guess we can start from this side right here.
That's cool. Yes, that's fine.
I'm going
Let's
to take
do it.
this off, man. This is a lot easier if I just do this. All right.
I see horses and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, I do everything in a way that I like to organize my characters and whatnot. Down there, this is what I'm going to be doing in the future, which is the, it's all going to be Spider-Man related, all down there. This is the multiverse mashup verse, the warps, which this is like a Captain America mixed with Doctor Strange, you know, and I'm going to do the whole set. I just haven't got to it.
Oh.
This is my Guardians of the Galaxy, Asgard, and then you have my different Ghost Riders that I have that I worked on. And like I said, I have I already had a venomized version of Robbie Reyes and his car. And this is backwards when I move the camera.
Yo, what's that white one right there?
That looks like a samurai ghost.
It is. It's a Ghost Samurai, which was also in the comic books. Everything I make is from the comics.
Okay, and now what? That car in the background.
Yeah.
What is
That's
that?
printed out?
Yeah, I printed this whole thing out.
Damn.
Is there a way that I could make this camera not be the opposite direction of what I'm moving?
Probably not.
Okay.
It's opposite? Oh.
Yeah, so when I move left, it's going the other direction. Anyways, I'm not trying to give you guys a headache. And then this is the multiverse bad guys that I'm working on as well. I still have like 4 to do. You know, you have the Ghost Rider, was it Green Goblin? Red Skull is the Venom, Killmonger with the Destroyer suit, and then the Phoenix that I have so far.
Wow.
And then again, that's going to be the Savage Avengers at the bottom.
Yeah,
I have the Savage Avengers. I'm working on that. Then you have the all new, all different
Avengers, yeah.
Yep. Then you got the West Coast Avengers and the Dark Avengers, regular Avengers, the current Avengers, BC Avengers.
What the?
Oh, before Christ Avengers.
Yeah, so that's in the comics as well, which I made all of these. This whole set that I was trying to do, everything had to have cloth in it some way, somehow.
Yeah.
That was the whole purpose.
That's Moon Knight, right?
That's the that I was talking to you about. I was trying to ask them how to make it.
Yeah, it's Agamotto in the back. And then this was too small, so I'm making a new one that's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
And then Spider-Punk in the band had one that fell over, as you can see.
Oh, yeah, I remember you was making that one.
Did that, and then the Sinister Six is my favorite bad guys, so they have like more of a spotlight. What is it? The Syndic? I forgot the word. And then the Superior Six, the What If, Fantastic Four. I forgot what they're called.
That's the Canadian dudes.
Yeah. I forgot what their name was. And then this is this was off of the most recent Daredevil, where Doc Ock was trying to look for himself, the better half of him, when he was the superior Spider-Man, and he traversed the multiverse and found different versions of himself as Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Hulk. It's probably one of my favorite things that I put together.
I'm telling you, man, nobody has this in their collection, bro.
And then again, this is just like a random group of people of like extra figures I don't know where to put. Then you got like the Spider-Man gallery of the bad guys, all the different Spider-Man with my custom Spider-Man that I have in there, like my Night Spider, my Ghost Spider, which they just announced their version of Ghost Spider.
Wow.
All different Spider-Man with Miles Morales, all my Peters of some sort.
Jesus.
The cartoon. And then the movie first.
Did you make them yourself or did you buy them?
All these I bought, right? These are like the CT Toys ones.
Yeah.
And then down here, these are all my customs except for like one or two. Like that was my Superior Spider-Man. Damn, that dust is ridiculous.
No, you good, bro.
You good, man.
Yeah. So and then this is their version.
I still got your beat when it comes to the dust.
But yeah, these are all my customs that I did of Spider-Man before, when I first started.
What did you feel like when you saw that Into the Spider-Verse version, or the second one? How did you feel about all of the Spider-Man and the Peter Parkers that they showed?
Fantastic. I mean, dude, by far the best Spider-Man was the first Miles Morales movie. Nothing touches it. Music was great. Art was great. Everything about it, fantastic. And then the second one was great. And now we got to wait like 2 years before we get the new one.
Right? Freaking nuts.
Which, I mean, him as the Prowler is sick too.
Yes, it is.
And I did like the Lego Sinister Six as well, just because I like the Sinister Six. And then the movie version, which I don't really do the movies too much.
Right.
Here's my Symbiote 6 that I did.
Yeah.
Lizard, Doc Ock, Rhino.
That Rhino, I remember you was doing that Rhino, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did you get that on his stomach, bro? No, did he?
I cut it. I cut it up and then hold on, let me get this. I cut it up and I made it to where I could make it fit so it will be able to move open and close. And I put the teeth in there. These teeth are actually the hands, the fingers from, where's he at? The Iceman right here.
Iceman.
He has like those. Yeah, I just they had a bunch for sale at Ollie's, and I just took all the hands and I cut them up and made them into teeth.
Damn,
that's crazy.
What kind of glue are you using to keep these parts on?
Just regular glue, regular Loctite.
Really?
Yep, all of it, even the fur that's on here, all Loctite. The hair, Loctite. Most of the stuff here, this I molded in, and then these are all bendy and whatnot.
I'm doing it wrong. That's what's up.
Venoms, again, symbiotes. The again, more gallery. This is going to be the Sinister Six, the all-female Sinister Six, and Miles Morales' Sinister Six as well.
You like the idea of that Lady Electro? It kind of completed everything.
Oh yeah, I love it. See, I got one from a trade back in the day, right there, and then this is the new version, which was cool because I could keep it in there in this group and then keep this one in this group instead of me trying to make another one. And then, this is like the basic, street ones, the Defenders, Spider-Man and Friends and whatnot. And then Galactus and all of his heralds. They did one shot of Superman being in the comics. So I made a version of Superman.
That's nuts.
Fantastic Four. This was actually the one I told my wife. I was like, if I could make this right, this would put me on the map. And I basically this is all hot glue on the Halloween. They have those bat skeletons.
Okay.
Yeah,
I took so I took the bat skeleton and I just covered it in nothing but hot glue and then I painted it.
Wow, bro, that shit must have taken you a while.
Yeah, it did. Deadpool's. Again, group picks. I like to keep everything together. This is like my whole zombie thing up here. It's probably my favorite, one of my favorite things I made, which that's actually my hand that I molded myself.
Oh yeah? Whoa.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Dope. Yeah, that Sandman, bro. I definitely hit him up and I was like, bro, that Sandman is fire.
So the Sandman, this all came about because I was trying to make my hand look like this, but it ended up looking like this in the mold. And I was like, man, I didn't have my hands open. So I was like, you know, don't throw it away. It might come in handy, and it did. And I made this version of Sandman.
He said, might come in handy.
I see what you did there. Again, this is the Future Foundation, and all of this, except for the black part here, it is all vinyl. I used all vinyl. That's all pieces that I just stuck on there and then heated up onto it.
Now, you know, in like maybe 3 more years, Hasbro's going to come up with that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I hope they do. That one I definitely hope they do.
Didn't Hasbro make that Future Foundation Spider-Man like not like yours?
I think they did the smaller version, the 3.75.
No. They did the regular version, but it's the reverse. It's the stealth version, which is. Do I have the stealth version? I thought I did. Yeah, it's right there.
Black and there you go.
Oh, okay.
It's
it was better the other way though.
Yeah, it's only supposed to be like when he's sneaking around, it changes colors into the opposite color, and I don't know why they didn't come out with the white version, because the white version was actually, I believe it might have been like Toy Biz or something like that. Again, shit keeps falling. You know, I try to keep up with it, and then this is my whole X-Men Brotherhood. You know, the whole crew. Which this is how I started, was actually the X-Men, and it turned into all of this that you see here.
Man.
Another custom right there. I think it's like Rentra or something like that. I
don't know what that is.
That he's actually in the movie with Doctor Strange. It's his apprentice.
Yeah.
And then this here.
Yeah,
this is
for the multiverse of madness, right?
Yes. It's probably one of my favorite customs too. I forgot about this one that I did as well.
Is that M'Baku?
Yep.
Can I see that closer?
Yeah, let me bring it up.
Damn.
Man, dog. You know, if there was anything I wanted to make, it was one of those, man. Because him and Killmonger, they never really gave him a good look in the cartoon as a cartoon figure. This is exactly what he's supposed to look like, bro.
Oh yeah, and I hope they make a dope ass Killmonger. A better actual comic book version, shirtless with all the teeth and all that stuff that he has for a necklace. I hope they make that version.
M'Baku's pretty good.
Now, so you think that they're gonna come up with like a better Black Panther wave now, up to date?
I don't think they really in the franchise. I think there's like.
So real quick, this was my original car I made that was FDM 3D printed. That took me a long time, and then I upgraded to this version right here that I made all in resin, which is a lot bigger and is actually to size.
Crazy.
How long does it take for you to 3D print something that large?
We'll get to that here in a few when I get to my 3D printing portion.
Yeah, because I know he printed those big ass transformers that could take
these
over
ones
your
right
day.
Here.
Yo, stick.
Damn.
So this is also 3D printed, which is the blimp. I actually have the plans to make the blimp part, but it would literally be half the size of my room, so I didn't print it out.
I must say, and we seen them in person when you brought them to the Legion Con, and it looks amazing.
Zilla brought some stuff.
Yeah, Zilla bought the Power Ranger Zord.
The Megazord.
The Megazord.
Oh yeah, the big one that had all three. And that again, my buddy G Willie made that and hooked me up, and he just said give him a shout out anytime I show it, and so that's him right there. Again, more stuff, just all different kinds of figures. And like I said, I try to keep them all in groups. This was actually my first set that I started to make with all of them in it.
Oh yeah.
I never finished. I didn't go back to it. Like I said, there's so much that I want to make, and I keep stuff on a back burner. And when I get time, I'll get to it. But most of this is all Marvel Legends, of course. This is something I enjoy. My Marvel's Capcom.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me see who you got your Marvel's Capcom, because I'm trying to make mine. You got Marrow
Go
already?
on. Who?
Marrow? Is it Marrow?
Yeah, I got her yesterday.
And they need to make a better Silver Samurai, bro. They tweaking, bro.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though it looks like this, it's one of the coolest figures that they came out with. That was so different, unique. They could do better now, but I'm just saying for the time, it was top notch. The only person that's not supposed to be on here, I believe, is DJ.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
don't like him neither.
That's not. I don't like him. It's just not part of the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm doing the Funko Pop.
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
And you got Zero too.
So Mega Man, this right here, if you go online, it's like $100 figure. I was in we have a place called V-Stock that does, I don't know if you guys do. V-Stock has like old records and toys and people could trade them in. Okay. Well, they had this on the shelf for $10.
Get the fuck out of here.
So I bought all of them. That was each $10, which is this one, Roll, and then it has like you'll see. I'll show you later on over here. I have a couple more that I bought.
Wait, his name was. I thought his name was Rush, and the girl's name was Roll.
No, sorry, Rush. Sorry, my bad. Roll is the girl.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And then my Ninja Turtles.
So you got them more, or just the ones that you really want?
I think I'm up to date, except for like, a Bebop and Rocksteady. I didn't want to get every single version of them. I got the robot version, but I'm pretty much up to date with everything that has come out yet so far.
Insane. So too. So you walk into a store, you see a figure. I see that you only really do that to Hasbro stuff, but you walk into a store, you see a figure, and it looks like it needs something. You make a mental note, you jot down something, and you put it somewhere, or you just leave it on the shelf until you feel like doing it.
Yeah, so I will, if I think of something, I'll come up with the whole idea and I'll buy all the parts for it and then just move it off to the side and leave it in a bin. And then I'll get to it when I get to it. And I'll show you all that here in a second. Here's just my random, NBA and then the Count Chocula. And then, of course, you got the G.I. Joes.
Damn.
So all them collectors corners where we be like, man, who's supporting Hasbro like this? And we found out
this guy
and this guy.
This guy. I remember looking at your post and you're like, "Yo, I'm selling all my stuff." I was like, "Man, another one bites the dust."
He was like, "You damn fool,
idiot."
Yeah, so these are all 3D printed up here, and they are 1/12 scale.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, to match everything else.
You made one that was like humongous, bro. Do you still have it?
No, I made 2 of them. I sold both of them.
You sold both of them. I mean, it was huge.
Selling both of them, I pretty much bought all of this right here with what I sold for both for.
Yeah, wow.
All right, so let's go to, this is where I do all of my action figure stuff here. So let me, this is my SH Figuarts area. I'm a big Naruto fan. It's probably one of my favorite animes.
That's dope.
And then, of course, One Piece is sick. The next group that I'm going to probably buy is My Hero Academia. Here is my Gundams, which this one I fully painted and did, and so is this one up here.
Model kits, no?
Yep. The master grades, yeah.
Man, I can't get into model kits, man. I just don't have the patience for it.
I bet you ain't let nobody in that room. That's what I know.
Like I said, my kids are old enough. They don't touch my stuff. These are all extra bodies in all parts. If I ever need any, so like I said, I'll go to the store and like I said here, $5, $5. These were like $5, so I bought like 50 of these bodies. And then anywhere I go, like I said, I use his hands. Ross had most of these too for like $5, $6. Female bodies. G.I. Joe bodies. I mean, like the list goes on. I'll just have everything.
That's how you do it. There for parts.
Airbrushing. If I want to make, what is it? Dioramas.
Dioramas.
Which the only one I've ever made is this one, and I never went past this.
So why is that?
It's cool. It's fun, but it's just not my thing. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. I thought I was going to take photos, but there's cats like you guys and all the different people who already take photos. I'm good. Another craft I don't want to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Call it promo shots. We call them.
Oh yeah. But here the like I said, I got that from like $10 or whatnot. And then that one right there too. But again, I don't know. Yeah, these new ones, bro, unreal how dope these are.
I saw you post that one, and I'm like, damn it, I gotta get him now.
Oh yeah, it's sick. And then again, there's another car. I'm probably never gonna get back to this. I'll probably just give it away. It has all the parts. Someone just has to fix it and put it together.
I thought that was a diorama, bro. I thought that was a diorama broke down.
No, it's my mask. It's my burner. And like this is what I'm saying. Like I'll put like a bunch of figures that I'm going to be working on. Which that one that you saw of Agent Venom, I was doing another version of him, but the white version, and sanding off all the spikes and getting it ready. So, but then I got the CT Toys version. I do sewing, so I do all my own. I learned last year how to sew. So that's that. Again, all cloth. So if I make my own capes, more stuff here. I mean, I just have so much, man.
I didn't see a lot of soft goods on your stuff though.
No,
here, hold on. Let's go. Soft goods.
Blind ass.
Soft good.
I seen
soft good. All like, soft goods.
Yeah, on your customs, yeah. The Hasbro stuff is like do you really always add the stuff to your Hasbro?
Most of them I do if I feel like it needs to look better. Like this right here looks fine, right? I'll probably never move him or anything like that. So that looks straight. I'm not going to. But if it's something that I like that I know is going to be moving around, like, when you pose this model, I want the cape to be flowing all different directions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like in Conrad's mind, he wants to put a cape on every figure.
God damn it.
I mean, damn, I would do the same thing 99.9% of the time, but I ain't got time.
But hey, yo, no, you wouldn't do it like him. Conrad put a cape on Ghost Rider. Like, fuck, Ghost Rider got a cape for it. No, listen, it's a fiery cape.
Yeah, it's burning like it's soul.
He's wild, bro.
So that's this, and then I'm gonna take you into my 3D printing area. It might be actually I got my headphones on, so you won't see. My wife gave up the basement so I could do all my 3D printing stuff.
Oh, that's what's up. That's love.
Oh my God.
So this is like my where I do all of my 3D printing stuff and doing all my 3D rendering.
Sure.
Again, like I said, Gear 5 Luffy is probably one of the coolest characters ever created.
Wow.
But here are my big printers.
Crazy.
Here's like all different things I'm making.
Yeah, you was working on that. Yeah, I saw.
Yep. And then I just got my first bamboo printer. I use a lot of Elgu.
Wow, bro. And you got to be on top of this shit because if it's off a little bit, it ruins it, right?
He got a lot of production going on, bro.
Like a damn shop.
It is. So like I posted that I wanted to, sell these, and I got like 10 orders right away. So I'm just stacking up all the parts before I start putting it together. And then like this is storage, and then like I try to hide things that I'm not, like look how big this damn plane is. I have nowhere to put this thing. I don't know why I even made this.
Wow.
It's 112. Now,
I don't want to sound like dumb or nothing, but what are those vehicles? Those are speed racers?
Yeah.
No, this is actually the Japanese Spider-Man. He had it's called the Spider Machine, and it's the GP7. It goes inside of his robot.
Oh,
yes. Okay, that's what I was like. Wait a minute. I was gonna put that in the comment. What's that speed racer? But I didn't want people to be.
Nah, people did it. No, people did it. They're like, "What are you making? Some speed racer shit for Spider-Man?" I was like, "Nah, man." But I told you my boy, he was
the robot.
Wow.
He was into board games, and he got me into it. And I just did. I had a bunch of other ones, but I just went straight Marvel. So when you come here, you get to hang out, play like different Marvel games.
Damn,
wow.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah,
that is so cool, man. And now us seeing this and seeing it here first, that's just nice, bro. That's a nice view.
Yeah, castle, bro.
Yeah, that's
the negative castle, is you get spiders really bad.
Yeah, oh man, you better not get bit by those shit.
Yeah, I got brown recluses like crazy up in this house. I just gotta catch them. So you just gotta put these little traps everywhere.
Gotcha. So it's so dope that you had your own room for your production and your own room for your collection. Yeah. And to make it even better is that you got the love and the support of your family, your wife, and everything like that. That's number one right there.
Oh, of course. And again, like this was a gym area for my kids for like 2-3 years, and they just never down here. And I was like, hey babe, like listen, I'm gonna start doing this like full time. Do you mind if I take everything out? I'll sell whatever we need to, and I'll redo the flooring, all that stuff. She was like, yeah, it's fine. And then I used to just have that little back corner, and that was it. And now I have the whole basement.
Now those shelves, did you buy them or did you make them?
So when I bought this house, it came with all of these shelves across, which they're actually Billy bookcases from IKEA, and then all of these here are all Target.
And everything blended in right on in.
Yeah, shit.
Yep. It came with the house, so this was upstairs. And like again, one of those things I call for blessings. You know, I bought a house right before the pandemic, right?
Hey,
so I bought this house. My house is worth $200,000 more than it is now, basically from 4 years ago. So I got lucky. I bought right before I deployed overseas.
That's how you do it. Yeah, yep. That's how you do it. So did we. We bought our house right before that shit started. Now, trying to buy a house of that size now.
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck.
And the big thing is that like, you know, what's the is it like 7%, 8% interest now?
Yep.
I got this house at 2.8%.
There you go. Crazy. It ain't happening now.
I'm not. My wife's like, "You want to move?" I was like, "Never." Why would I move when it's 2.8%? I'm talking grown man stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about. What happened to me? We should not talk about this stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, yo, 7%. That's just way too much. What are we doing here?"
Hey, look. Listen. Let's do another short break and let you guys know how you can get your own a toy room tour or just the interview. Talk to the fellas. Follow the steps in this video. We'll be right back in one moment.
Yeah. What's going on, you guys? Real Comrade here, and I just wanted to let you guys know, perhaps you wanted to do a toy room tour, and perhaps we wanted to invite you on to a toy room tour. How can we make that happen? Well, you can send us a comment here in the comment section on this video, or you can DM us on IG, any one of us, Marvelous Shots to Fox, Collector 425, or myself, the Real Comrade, or even the Grownassmentoyz page. You can DM and send a message just letting us know that you want to do a toy room tour, and we would gladly love to sit down and talk to you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Continue to enjoy the show. We outside.
Hey, one up. So listen, man, I just want to say, amazing tour you got, bro. Amazing room. Shit, you got a lot of shit, bro.
So organized, bro. And
organized, yeah.
And the illusion, bro, I swear, you went back there and you just like shrunk and everything got so much bigger.
Yeah, man, like it's just the camera angles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what they
great,
say.
though.
Like, you know, when I was filming myself doing all that stuff, I was like, man, why do I look so damn fat? Like these lights ain't doing me any justice. Like I gotta stand over here. Let me get closer. But I do want to say real quick, Comrade. I remember you were posting yourself working out and stuff. That actually helped me motivate me to start going back to the gym myself. You know what I'm saying? I hit you up on there. I was like, man, I'm glad to see you in there. And it you know, I'm about to go to the gym right after this. I go to the gym at night with a buddy of mine. So, you know, keep that stuff up, man. You know, taking care of your body, taking care of your health, and, you know, taking care of yourself spiritually, you know, whatever that may be. You know, for me, I'm a Christian, you know, Jesus is the way for me. Everybody else, whatever you have, you know, those things fill the soul and make you feel better as a person. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, amen on that one, bro. And Comrade lives at the gym, to be honest with you.
Bro, he in the gym. Hey, look at this. He didn't have his kids this weekend. He usually get his kids. He's like, man, I'm bored and something to do. I'm going to the gym. I'm like, damn.
Hey, listen, there's multiple reasons why you go to the gym. And one of them is to flex.
Yeah. And you met Comrade. Comrade's, you know.
Hey, it's good to see that there are better ways to use your OCD for good. Hey, if you want to complete a team.
Yeah. Look. I the other day I decided to film myself. Like I put my little thing on and to see what I did for like an hour. And man, I have ADHD to the max. I'll start here. I'll move here. I do 20 things within an hour. And it's like, yo, I don't even notice that I'm doing those things. I'm just going. you know. And that's the same. Yeah, I guess it's my superpower and a curse at the same time.
Yo, looking at your collection, I noticed that you don't collect any DC, like Batman, Superman, like that.
Nah, I mean, not that I don't like them. It's just, why would I want to put 7-inch figures with all my 6-inch figures?
Gotcha.
He said, in other words, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say that. Like, listen. I had a bunch of Batman, because that's my Batman, again, it's everyone's favorite. It's like my favorite, DC character, and I had a section for him. And I decided to sell all of it and give it to my kids. Again, it just doesn't fit in my collection. That's why I made a 112 Transformers, because I want everything to be 112. I mean, if Todd McFarlane didn't come up, I swear to God, if those were 6-inch figures, I would have a whole nother room of DC. But I'm in a way, it's one of those things I just said, a blessing and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to collect it, but I'm glad I'm not, because I don't have space and I'm already collecting one thing as is, or multiple. I mean, anything that looks cool, I'll get. Like, I just started this SH Figure Arts like a year ago or so, and I mean, these things blow my mind on how dope they are. You know what I mean? Dope. And I what a good time to be living collecting toys. I'm being serious. Like, it's like, just go back 10 years ago. If you told me today that I would have a figure like Kaido from SH Figure Arts, or let's say the Black Suit Spider-Man, I got this one chilling. I always have it chilling on my light,
Oh, it's nice.
And how good the new one is, I would be like, yo, that's not real. That's not going to happen. And now look at it. We have $150 toys that from 10 years ago is now $25. And I don't think people understand that portion of it. You know what I mean? Like, when people say, why do you spend that much? It's a waste of money, or it costs too much. Bro, like, someone had to make these. Someone had to take time. Someone had to get paid. Enjoy it if you enjoy it. If you don't, like you said, like you did, you jumped out when you wanted to jump out. Jump out. Yeah. But when you collected something, appreciate what you have, because, one day Hasbro will be like, yo, we're done making these toys. You know what I mean? And you're just like, ah, shit. Yeah. And now all the toys that you missed out on are going to be thousands of dollars of some sort.
It's real.
Yeah. So how was your experience at Legion Con last year?
Oh, dude, it was great. I mean, I got to meet a lot of people. It was again, I've been blessed this past year. I got to do a lot of things like Legion's Con, IshCon. I got to go to Rapid TCT. Sunlu sent me out there. Sunlu is what I used to make all of my 3D printed stuff, filament. Hit me up and was like, hey, do you want to be one of our spokesperson, and we'll fly you out to LA. And I appreciate that. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet up with Elgu and all these different people that sponsor me now, that hook me up with, like, printers and stuff like that. And I appreciate it. And just like me going to Legion's Con, I got to meet you guys in person. I got to meet, the whole crew. I get to meet Wade. I got to meet, dude, there's so many people I got to meet. And the funny thing is, half the people knew who I was before I even got there, but I didn't really know them. You know what I mean? But I mean, I knew you guys. Like, I hit you guys up, you guys
and the craziest thing is just looking at your table, a lot of people knew who you were, because nobody was making those customs, the one that you was making.
That's what I'm saying.
The one that I was like, wait. And then I saw you, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And that's how, because a lot of people go by that. They look at the figure like, yo, you that guy.
yeah.
This and that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I appreciate it. I got to put all these stickers on here. Like, I got you cats right there, right on my front. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy.
Yeah. I gotta send you the new one. I gotta send you the new one. I got him here.
Hey, anytime, man. I'm gonna fill this up. Once I'm done filling this up, I'm gonna start filling up all these walls here.
Yeah.
My goal is to hit up as many shows as I can, meet new people and good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
There you go. Listen, man. So I got 2 questions, right? One of them is a question I ask everyone, and another one is a new question that I'm starting to ask people. I'm just trying to get, just feel like what people at. First question is, do you see yourself ever stopping this and being done with this hobby? Ever?
No.
Never. Okay.
No. This is something I actually enjoy. I mean, maybe what will happen is I'll sell all this and get with something new that I like, and hopefully by then they'll have Gundams that's life size, and I could just customize a Gundam. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there like, you know what I'm saying? My eyes are all lit up.
Yo, I see you doing that crazy shit. I see you printing that crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I really enjoy this, man. This is what puts me at peace. And again,
that's dope.
It's a good place to go to when I'm stressed out, when me and my wife are fighting, whatever it is, you know, coming down here and just letting it all go. I mean, there's other things you could do. Praying too helps as well, but you know, it's my other portion.
Love it. Yo, and last question is, listen, nobody likes to think about this, but you need to, the people, you have to think about it, right? Like, in the case of, God forbid, anything happening to you, like, how does that play out? Does your wife know what to do with that, or does it go to the kids? Or okay,
my boys are old enough. They understand how, like, you know, one of them collects shoes, the other one collects like Pokemon cards and One Piece cards. They know the value of what these items are. They know the value of what my collection is. And I told my wife, if I were to pass tomorrow, because tomorrow's never guaranteed to me.
Facts.
Do not just give these away. Sell them. Find one of my friends that know how to sell these things. You have my page. It's unlocked. Go there. Find somebody. And I have a list of people that she knows she could trust, you know what I mean, that know the value of this stuff. Even if you sold all my stuff for $10 a piece, yo, you leaving here with like 20, you know, you're leaving here with several $1,000s. So you could just, you know, whatever you need to buy. But I mean, shit, the military's covering me for a lot more than that. So if I were to pass away tomorrow, my wife's good anyway.
There you go.
So she'd be like, yo, just get rid of this plastic. Go.
Yeah. I get it. No, you know, like, that's just a new question that I've been starting to ask people, because, you know, like, in the events of something happening, you know, you don't want to think about it. You didn't want to talk about it. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's one that has to be had, man. And, you know, we're only getting older, bro. You know, you're only getting older. Oh, you know, listen, even though you take care of yourself, you eat right, you don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs, shit still happens. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I'll tell you this real quick. Life is short. It goes by way too fast. I don't sugarcoat anything when I talk to people. I tell people how it is. Right now, I'm in between a weird place where I was diagnosed about 2 weeks ago with ulcerative colitis. I don't know if you know what it is. You can look it up. You see, my intestines are bad, right? I work out. I'm in the military. I take care of my kids. I do all stuff. No matter what, man, it's not promised to you.
Yeah.
You know, life is short. So enjoy every moment you have with your family, your friends, your toys, whatever makes you happy. Spend your time doing those things, because, again, tomorrow is never promised to you.
Respect. I respect that,
it, bro.
I do. And listen, I hope you get over it, bro. I hope it, you know, passes and everything gets better with that, bro.
Again, God has a plan for everything. If this is where I'm supposed to go, be out of the military, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I put everything in his hands. Whatever he decides, that's what I'm going with.
I respect it.
Like that. I do. Yo, the creative side of this thing, because, I mean, honestly, you're so talented, bro.
I appreciate it.
A lot of different ways. But the creative side of this, like, I mean, let's just speak for myself. When I make something, I want to make sure I'm not just, like, doing it for me, that I'm finding a way to use it to support my family. And I see that you do that. Was that something that you automatically thought, if I'm going to do it for me, I'm going to make money? Or is that a decision that you have to consciously do in this hobby? And you have to put, you know, I don't have to buy stuff right now. I'll work for some money, and then I'll buy stuff later. Like, do you have to make a conscious decision, or is that already clicking your head to do that?
So when I started this whole channel page, whatever you want to call it, was to help other people out. When I made things, put it out there and help them to do that stuff. Never did I think I would try to make money off of this, ever. Okay. How I get this stuff, I do side jobs all the time. I work on basements. I have a buddy, you know, my old boss, he has his own business. I'll catch up on a job with him while still working, you know what I mean? And make that extra money. Whatever extra money I have is what I put towards this, or whatever I need to. I try not to use any of my regular money that me and my wife make on any of this stuff. So I would say about 70% of this is all from my grind, from making vinyl, making t-shirts, woodworking, all that stuff. That's how I got this, right? And so, like, when I go to these shows and I make money over there, I give my wife more than half of the money I make. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the opportunity to come out here and enjoy this. Again, money I cannot take with me. I can't even take these things with me. What I can do is make memories with you cats right here, right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, 5 years from now, you're like, yo, man, I remember when Hans was on here and he was showing this Spider-Man shit. You know what I mean? It was so dope. those are the things that you need to live for, not the money, not any of that stuff. So my wife's like, yo, you don't care if you give me this money? I'm like, no, I'll make some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make more tomorrow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man,
love that
way to think about it, bro, because you can always make money, but you can't always have those memories, bro. Memories are that's real.
Priceless, yeah.
Well, like you not having your kids this past weekend, you know what I'm saying? You had to think of something to do. You planned on being with your kids, and you're like, you know what? Let me just go to the gym. Yeah. You know, your weekend was, and I'm in the same situation, right? I just got my son 4 years ago, his freshman year. Prior to that, I didn't have him. I had him like every other weekend. And what I decided to do was, here, I'm gonna go quick background. Me and my ex didn't work out. She had him, moved him like 60 miles away from here. I had to meet her halfway, all stuff. So I decided to just like, you know what? I'll coach his baseball team so I could see him 5 days a week. You know what I mean? But I would have to drive 50 miles to coach baseball, which is worth every penny and every time. Not only that, you know, you just get on podcasts or YouTube, you can listen to shit that whole 40 minutes, you know, get your mind right. But, you know, it's the sacrifices we have to make in the things we do. But again, the memories that my son will always remember, the fact that I used to drive to coach baseball with him and my stepson, they love that stuff. You know what I mean? So I get it, you know?
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro.
That's
real, though.
That's real, yeah.
What you say, Conrad?
Nah, bro. That's whoever's listening to this, when you guys think about like, okay, I'm spending a lot of time with my figures and stuff like that. Just still remember, bro, like you got a family and stuff like that, bro. That stuff is so like fleeting, bro. You gotta make those moments count, man. And you can welcome them into the hobby. Like my daughter knows that I do this, and she likes to see me make the photos and stuff like that. So it's like you gotta bring them into your world. You know, make it a part, make it all work together. You know, they don't have to be two things.
Yeah. So when like Conrad's talking about, when I have my daughter over, because again I'm not with her mom, but you know she lives in Connecticut, so I always drive to go pick her up. She never drops her off to me, so I'm making my job to go as a father, go pick up my daughter, because I know once my daughter, she's about to be 16 next month. Yeah. When she's already a teenager, so once she gets up there, she ain't gonna want to hang out with dad. It's all about friends and school and stuff like that. So I'm trying to embrace those moments as much as I can.
100. My son's 18. Like I said, he's a senior this year. Yeah. And like, I barely talk to that cat. I mean, I see him all the time. I see him every day, but we don't talk like we used to because he's out with his friends, trying to make himself, you know, relevant with them. You know, we all went through it. It's just something we do, right? Who do I fit in with? Who I don't fit in with?
Mm-hmm. And that's us as young parents. We know the deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And again, it all comes down to, you know, the balance, right? How do you balance things? And for me, like I said, my family goes to bed around, my wife and my daughter go to bed at 8:30. From 9:30 to 2 is my time to grind. I try 100%. I try not to do any action figure, anything between the time I get up until 9 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? So I could spend time with my family. Because I made a mistake years ago where I would just go straight downstairs when I got home. And it did not work out well with me and my wife for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But those are things that you do. You grow, you learn, you understand. You know, a young mentality is not the same as a grown man mentality, right? And even so, you know, we grow up, like you said, grown-ass men. But at the same time, we're still children at heart. No matter what, no matter how old and wrinkly my skin is, I still feel like a 25-year-old. You know what I mean? You
need that side, though. Because a lot of us, when we get older, we forget how to have fun with our family. So stern and serious and everything. And I gotta have my kids crack on me all the time. They be hearing it. I'll be on the phone. They be snapping on me. But you gotta be able to laugh. You gotta be able to. That kid allows levity, allows you to have fun. It's not all about what I've done. Sometimes you gotta have fun with your family, bro. Like you can't just. Not a mission-based thing. You can relax. It's okay. Nobody got.
Yep. 100%.
Agree. Hey, listen. So what we gonna do? One more break. This is the final break of the show. We're going to just a little thank you message to you and everyone else that's watching and supporting Grownassmentoyz. Just want to say a quick thank you message, and we'll be right back in one moment. It was popping. It's your boy Marvelous Shots, 1/3 of Grownassmentoyz. Now, before we keep going, we just want to give a huge shout out to all you guys and say thank you guys so much for your continued support. Thanks for rocking with Grownassmentoyz all this time and keeping that vibe alive. All right, it means a lot. So stay grown, stay lit, and stay marvelous. We outside. Perfect. Yo, listen, so before we get out of here, man, what's next for One Oak Customs?
Well, first of all, let's get this elephant out of the room. You know, I wasn't following you.
There you go.
But I swear on everything. I swear I thought I was following you. Dude, you're on their page so much that I thought it was your page. You know, when you're skimming through, I see you. I see Marvelous on there all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I was following him. And you're like, yo, I'm not following you. I was like, neither are you following me.
Yeah. Hey,
okay.
Listen. Hey,
okay.
Hey, hold on. Look at this. Listen. and listen, boom. So what I do, we finna interview somebody. Because listen, bro, my name don't ring bells like yours. But sometimes it does for the wrong reason. Because I had a page before this one, and it got hacked. But I used to, bro, I didn't take no shit. If you insult me, you whatever, I'm gonna let you know how I felt about you. And I wasn't with these guys at that time. So I had the reputation of, hey, Marvelous is the asshole. So a lot of people, they don't rock with me, sad to say, because of what they heard. So I was like, damn, One Oak Custom, he ain't following me. Man, I wondered, did he hear anything about me? Like,
no. Never heard one bad thing. I never heard one bad thing about you. I swear to God. Yeah. Well, I don't swear to God, but you know what I mean. I promise you, I never did. I swear, I thought I was following you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have you on my table, a drawing of you literally every day I look at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
hey, listen. Hey, it makes sense. Hey, I'm just saying, we had people on, bro, who, not saying no names, but people come on and they interview us, whatever, where we interview them. And when Collector or Conrad talk to them, they be hyped. But when I talk, it's dry, it's mellow. And then after the show, you realize they ain't following you. They following them. They following the page. They following the other old members. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I do? What I do?
I get it, man. Like
it's
you know,
weird, bro. It's weird.
I get it 100%. There's like the three that announced, Dan and all them that announce all the Hasbro toys, Dan, Ryan, and like Dan and Ryan follow me, but the third doesn't. And I'm like, what you don't want to follow me, bro? Like, what did I do wrong?
Right. See?
Yeah.
Right. So you like, what happened, man?
I get it.
Yeah, that's all it is, though. That's all.
Look, I look in the best of people, and I don't try to go off of what they were or how they were. If you are good with me now and you treat me good, I'm fine with that. You start treating me bad and my family bad, we have a problem. But typically, it's not like that.
And see, that's how it's supposed to be. We always say this thing, me and Conrad, we say, yo, I get what you heard, right? But what is your experience with me? Like, how have I treated you? Because the other person, they're not going to tell you what they did. They're only going to tell you what you did to them. They're not going to say, "Hey, I did this to him," which in turn made him react this way. They're not going to. They go disregard all that. Hey, Marvelous Shots said this, or Marvelous Shots did that. What did you do? No one ever asked that. It's always, "Oh, he did. Oh, so I'm gonna leave him alone," which is weird. It's weird, man. But hey, that's what goes on. So I just wanted to make sure. But damn, man.
It was never that. It was never that between me and you. But look, I stay out of drama. I try to fix anything that happens. Anybody talks to me, like I said, like even with the Symbiote Seeker, right? He was saying all that stuff, and he got on my page, started, doing all that thing. But we sat down and talked, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm not that type of person." You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I wear my heart on my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? You ask me for something, like you said at the beginning. You call me or anything. If I have the time, I'll give you my time.
There you go. There you go.
And we also appreciate that again.
We do. Hey, listen, bro, it's all love over here.
Same.
You got the full you got the full support of Grownassmentoyz. Anything we can do to help promote or whatever you trying to, whatever, bro, whatever we can do to help you, just let one of us know or let him know whoever it's done.
It's the same here. Look, I'm not the best at like posting like for like putting a lot of stuff out there, right? So I went on a dead streak for like 4 or 5 months where I wasn't really posting anything, right? Like it's here or there. But again, like your show, all that stuff, I would love to promote your guys' stuff too. Don't think that I don't want to. It's just sometimes out of sight, out of mind.
I get
But if you hit me up directly, like, hey man, can you just post it on your page? I'd be like, yeah, no problem. Boop, 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 done. And that's how I type too. Just I'm tech.
That's how I type.
These little fingers, I don't know what they do, but these two, they go hard.
Yeah, you be seeing people go like this all crazy. I'm like,
no.
Hey, but listen, bro, we really, really appreciate you spending your Sunday with us, coming on, showing us your amazing collection, your amazing room. where can the people find you? Are you on other platforms? If so, what's your name on there? Well, where can they find you at? YouTube, Twitter, whatever.
I mean, I have a YouTube page started and I have a TikTok, but I haven't even gone to those pages yet, right? So you can find me on Instagram. That's where I'm at all the time. Hopefully that doesn't go down, then I'm basically screwed. But that's where I go. I put things on there. But yeah, check me out on Instagram, and that's it. I mean, give me a like, follow, whatever, and hit me up if you have any questions. The whole point of my page is to help you out to understand how to do these things. And I will do my best to teach you, show you, call you, and even show you how I do things. I'm not here to give up. It's not secret, right? It's not a secret. Just ask.
Yo, because we all doing the same thing, bro.
Exactly.
Why are we doing the same hobby?
That's it. Hey, and one of us just doing it different or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. So all that gatekeeping and all that stuff, it makes no sense, man.
Yeah, I don't understand why people do that.
See, this is what I was expecting to see. The capes.
Yeah, I got a bunch, bro.
He showed you a bunch of them.
We here. I seen you. I seen you.
Already, wow.
Yo, if Conrad could put a cape on Mega Man, he'll put a cape on Mega Man.
Look, I'm the type, like you said, like if some of them are not, I'm gonna show you this last one before you guys go. Hold up,
bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right here. Like even this, he had this hard cape. I hated it. I went and bought, the cloth goods, so it looks 10 times better when he's wearing it.
The jacket.
Yeah.
Damn. There you go.
Looks way better. Fully articulated.
You like a pimp.
He is. That's why.
He look like a pimp. Yeah, there you go.
Look like a pimp named Slickback.
Pimp named Slickback.
Hey, One Oak again, bro. Listen, thank you so much for coming through. We really appreciate you, man. And I look forward to seeing more of your work. You coming to LeisureCon this year too?
I am. I'll be there. I should have a table.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you. We'll see you, man. Listen, on that note, I'm your boy Marvelous Shots.
I'm Collector 425.
I'm the real comrade, and this has been
Grownassmentoyz.
We take it.
I mean, you pointing this way. I don't know who you're pointing to. I'm on the opposite side of you.
He did like that.
Like, who are you talking to?
Hey, listen. Do you hear?
What's up?
Do you hear the music?
Do I hear me? I don't hear any music.
Okay. Well, listen. I don't know why. Sometimes y'all can hear it. Sometimes you can't. I hear it. We need a dab before you go. Dab. Boom. There we go. There we go.
It, bro.
Oh, hey.
You want me to pop and lock too for that?
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, bro. We appreciate it, man.
All right. Thanks for having me. God bless.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Take care, man. Peace.
And we gon' all celebrate you till the work is gone. We outside like